Y'all, look at this. They're hanging out in my bike basket. Let's see if I can come over here. I'm going to scare them off probably. Yep, there they go. I didn't mean to scare y'all off. You didn't have to leave. Oh my heavens. That is too funny. I can't tell. That looks like Goldie. I think that's Goldie that left me the eggs. And the eggs are still there. Nothing ever happened with those eggs, so I'm pretty sure she left them for me. And I guess they're probably not any good to be actually eaten now, more than likely, because they've been there for so long, but it's really sweet that she left those. But how funny. I kept hearing this sound, and I'm like, what in the world? And I looked out, and I was like, oh my God, they're in my bike basket. That was too funny. Anyway, so that's what's happening right now. I guess I'll see y'all later. Well, hey there, and happy Wednesday. Y'all, it's kind of rough sitting here right now. Somebody's burning stuff somewhere. I think right next door over here where all those palm trees and stuff are. I think they're burning some limbs or something like that. And it is just smoky and oh my gosh. Oh, it gives me a headache after a while because it's a lot. I mean, everything looks all cloudy and stuff out there, which is from the smoke. Although it is cloudy, like it's going to storm. And just a few minutes ago, I heard some thunder, which sent Oscar running because he is not a fan of thunder. So he always likes to go and hide under the bed when there's a storm. Poppy doesn't seem that fazed by it. Lightning's never fazed. Lightning the cat. He's never really fazed by storms, probably because he's always been an outdoor cat. But speaking of lightning, what is today, the 24th? 2 days. 2 days. And then lightning can finally be around Poppy for the first time since I got Poppy. Y'all, can you believe it? Can you believe it's been this long? I got Poppy January 11th. And we're now at May 24th. But on May 26th, he can finally be around him. For anybody new here, Lightning is an outdoor cat. He's always been outdoors. And when I first moved here, he was just this pitiful little thing. I'm telling you, he was so pitiful. I felt so sorry for the guy. He had an eye that was just, that needed to be removed. I mean, clearly he had had some kind of an accident and he needed to have an eye removed and everything, which I was fortunately able to have done. And also had blood work done, you know, on him and stuff. Found out that he has feline leukemia. And so in order for him to be around my cats have to be vaccinated for feline leukemia. And there's this long process that you have to go through. Last year, or a year before, I can't even remember now, however long it's been, I think it was last year, Oscar got vaccinated for it. So, you know, I was not allowing him to be around Oscar or anything because they have to have 2 vaccines. They get one, and then it's like you have to wait a month before you get the second one, and then you have to wait another month before they can actually be around each other. And with Poppy, when I got him in January, he was still a little kitten. And so he still had to go through all of his little kitten vaccines, you know, and all of this, and then a rabies shot. And then I had to wait after all these vaccines were over with before I could get his first feline leukemia shot. So I finally got that one, and then I had to wait a month to get the second one. Finally got that. And then we had to wait a month before he could be around Lightning, which is the 26th, 2 days from now. He can finally be around him. I'm still going to be paranoid, though, I'll be honest. A little nervous about it. But hopefully everything will be all right, because Lightning wants to come in so much. I mean, I hate it every time he comes to the door, or he comes and he sits up in my bicycle basket and meows through the window. You know, he's wanting to come in. He wants to be a part of things. He wants to play with Oscar, because before Poppy came along, I had another cat, Biscuit, that passed away on the 7th of January. And it was just like crazy that Poppy came into our lives as quickly as he did, but it was just one of those things where everything just kind of lined up for it. Pardon me. Oscar's the type of cat that he has to have a companion. He is not happy if he's alone, which I found out once I left my prior situation that I was in, and it was just me and Oscar for a short period of time, and Oscar was miserable. He was absolutely miserable, cried and cried, walked around from room to room, constantly crying, wondering, there's some thunder, wondering where his friend was, Biscuit, because he and Biscuit were like best buddies. But Biscuit was at the time still at the other place, and it was a while before I was finally able to get Biscuit back. And once I got Biscuit back, all that walking from room to room, crying and crying, all that stopped once Biscuit came back. He was so happy, Oscar was. And so when I knew when Biscuit got sick and I knew that I was going to lose him, I knew I'm going to have to, like, quickly find another cat for Oscar. I mean, you know, I also wanted to have, you know, another cat to kind of help me get past losing Biscuit. But I knew Oscar, there was just no way Oscar was going to be happy if he didn't have a playmate. And even though he has Lightning, because he and Lightning like to play and stuff, Lightning just would not, he didn't want to be an indoor cat. He wants to just kind of come and go as he pleases, you know, come in from time to time, a little here, a little there. But after I had his eye removed, I tried to get him to be an indoor cat, because I had to keep him inside in a pet tent while he was healing. And I was hoping that once, you know, I was able to let him out of the pet tent and he was able to be around Oscar and Biscuit at the time, I was hoping that he would be so happy being an indoor cat that he'd want to stay that way. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. He was just not happy being inside. He just likes to come in for a little bit here and there and still wants to go out. So I knew that was not going to satisfy Oscar. It wouldn't. So anyway, it was just a miracle, really, that Poppy came into our lives literally days after Biscuit passed away. But it just, everything just fell into place. It was like a puzzle piece, you know, here, there, and it just, the puzzle, you know, fell into place. But, so yeah, I'm not sure what to expect. I mean, you know, Poppy and Lightning know each other through the door, through the screen door and stuff. So they've been around each other that way all these months. And so once he comes in, I'm sure it's going to be fine with those two. I don't think there's going to be any issues or anything with that. I'm just, you know, I'm just paranoid, you know, because I know he's got the feline leukemia, and I know that it can be, you know, contracted by other animals, you know, by other cats, you know, through certain things, you know, like bites or something. If they get too crazy and they're playing too rough or something, somebody gets bit, you know, it's like, oh. But whenever I first found out about Lightning, I did go on to a Facebook group for feline leukemia positive people, you know, that had cats that were dealing with that, and talked with many people on there to find out, you know, what's it like to have a positive cat around negatives. And you know, the majority of the people said that, you know, once their cats were vaccinated and everything, they were fine to be around each other. They never had any problems. Excuse me. And some of the people were saying that, you know, yeah, I've got a feline positive cat and I've had him for like 11 years. He's been around my other cats, never had a problem, you know, all this kind of stuff. So I'm hoping everything will be fine. Because I do hate, you know, not allowing him in. I always feel sorry for him because he lays there in front of the screen door, you know, and he'll see Poppy and Oscar in here playing and all this kind of stuff, and he just watches from the door. And it makes me sad, you know, because I can tell he really wants to come in, and he'll sit out there and cry at the door, and, you know, and he wants to come in. As soon as I start to open the door, I have to be careful because he'll start trying to come in. Hang on, I got to fix my laptop. I didn't put on my fireplace. Hang on. Okay. It'll shut off if I don't have something going. Usually I have on this, I find a YouTube video of like a fireplace or something to have going so that it doesn't shut off. But I didn't do that this time. So anyway, yeah, so hopefully everything will be fine. I'm nervous, but I'm kind of excited in a way that they're going to be able to finally interact with each other. And if Lightning does like he used to do when he was coming in the house, there were times where he would come in and he would just lay down and go to sleep, and you could tell he was just happy as could be just to be here with us. So, you know, I'm hoping that he'll do that again. He'll just come in and just, you know, make himself at home and all of that. So I guess I'll find out in a couple of days. So it'll be interesting because that's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Wednesday, so Friday is the 26th, and I'll be doing my live stream on this channel on Friday. And this week, I'm going to do it at 7 p.m. instead of 6 p.m. my time. I'll schedule it, so it'll be up there on the community page. If you're interested in coming to that on Friday, you can just click notify me, and it'll let you know in your time zone what time I'll be going live. So we may get to experience some of that on Friday whenever he comes in, because he may want to come in while I'm doing my live stream or something, and so we might get to see it live. Who knows what'll happen, but anyway, so yeah, I don't know how I got off on that subject, but yeah, that's it. And maybe I'm thinking I'm going to be making some brownies on Friday during my live stream, because we talked about that last week. The people that were in the stream talked about me maybe fixing something while I'm streaming. And I tried this small batch recipe. Pardon me, hold on one second. Sorry, y'all. All this smoke from whatever they're burning is like really burning my throat and making it just dry, and it's terrible. So yes, I tried out this small batch brownie recipe and tried it in the air fryer, and it actually turned out really good. So I think I'm going to try doing that in my live stream on Friday, assuming everything goes okay, and, you know, just see what happens. But I may be doing that because that was a really good recipe. I was actually surprised that it turned out so well in the air fryer, because my sister told me that she had made brownies in her air fryer and they were really, really good. So I thought I'd try it, even though this recipe was not specifically for an air fryer. But I gave it a whirl. Pardon me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm telling you, it is really smoky out there and in here because I've got my windows open and everything. So it's like really bad. So yeah, I was that was the first time I've ever tried making something like that in the air fryer. Because usually I cook just regular meals and stuff, you know, regular food in there. But that was my first time at brownies, and I liked them. So maybe we'll have some brownies on Friday, and maybe see what happens if lightning comes in. We'll, you know, see how that goes. Might be an interesting live stream. Who knows? I'm not sure what to expect if all that transpires, but we'll see. And other than that, it's raining now. It's just starting to rain. It's not raining hard, but it is raining. Oh, I got my material today for the tablecloth that I'm going to make for outside. And it's the exact same color as my umbrella. Matches perfectly since it's, you know, the same material as the umbrella. So I'm excited about that. I was going to go today, but I never did, to try to talk to one of these seamstress people to see about putting just, you know, a little bit of a trim around the outside. So, you know, I didn't even cut the thing because I thought, you know, if I'm going to take it up to one of these places, if they say they can do that for me, I'll just let them cut the material because they can probably do a much better job of it. Probably be a lot straighter, and they've got the right kind of scissors for it and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to let them cut the material and put the trim on, assuming that I can find somebody that'll be able to do it. I don't think it'll be that hard to find somebody, though, because, I mean, if they, you know, if they're doing sewing projects for people for other stuff, I would imagine putting trim around that, the edge of that cloth is going to be easy for them, since they have an actual sewing machine. So, I'm looking forward to that. I think that'll be cool, because it'll be nice that I'll have, you know, the matching tablecloth to go with my umbrella. So that'll be neat. Did I see my little frog friend? I think I saw my little frog friend this morning in the plant. Then the rest of the day, every time I went out there to, like, feed the roosters and stuff, I didn't see him in there. But he could have been sleeping underneath that moss like he was doing the other day. So, not sure what's up with him, but he's probably out there. And oh, I hope you enjoyed the little clip at the beginning of the rooster and the hen, which I believe was Goldie. I'm pretty sure that was her. They were in my bite basket. They crack me up, man. I'm telling you, those roosters and hens, they're just really funny. And I love when they do stuff like that. It's pretty neat. Anyway, I've gone on for almost 17 minutes now, and my voice is starting to really get hoarse and everything with all this. Hopefully that rain, I hope it rains a little more than what it is right now, because it's barely anything. Because if it rains some more, it'll kind of clear out some of that smoke in the air, which would be really great, because I don't know what they're burning. I mean, I think it's wood and stuff that they're burning, like tree limbs and stuff. Because I can usually tell the difference. Because they also will burn, they'll burn anything here. I mean, all over they burn stuff. And a lot of times they'll burn plastic and stuff like that. And oh my God, that is a horrible, horrible smell. But that's not what this smells like. It smells more like tree limbs and stuff. So, but it's a lot, you know, because I really think it was like right next door. I saw some smoke over there earlier when I went out. But anyway, now I'm going on to 18 minutes, so I'm going to stop rambling. But I hope everybody's having a great day, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you later.